The Open Public Services White Paper signalled a much greater role for mutuals, employee-led spin-outs, as well as the voluntary sector in delivering public services. The Cabinet Office has an active programme of Pathfinder projects progressing under the Mutuals Support Programme. A public service mutual is an organisation which has left the public sector, a process sometimes known as spinning out, but which continues to deliver public services through the contracts it holds with public sector commissioners and others. Employee control plays a significant role in the operation of a public service mutual.
As a worker at People to People, I feel like I've got much more flexibility and motivation, chances to be creative. We try different ways of working. I felt that before working for the council I might have ideas, but they would never really take them forward. Council was very much top down, and I was just a small fish in a big pond. And here we all work together as a team, everyone's ideas are valued, we try different ways of working. Some have been successful, some not, so we've come up with different ways, but it's the whole idea of being more flexible and creative, and it's resulted in us being more motivated.
In the field of health and social care, there have already been about 60 projects completed under the Right to Request initiative, now called Right to Provide, which allowed frontline staff to move their services out of the NHS into independent social enterprises. These innovators believe passionately that they can deliver better, more responsive services by operating outside of their existing organisation.
Many professionals are attracted to developing a social enterprise for their services because of the way they feel it helps them to redesign services for the benefits of patients. There's also, I think, a strong public sector value set that wants to focus in on actually using social enterprise to drive forward quality and safety for client users.
There are many forms of mutual. You might think of major employee-owned businesses like John Lewis, or building societies such as Nationwide, which are fully or majority-owned by their members. But mutuals can also be cooperatives or social enterprises. Mutuals are businesses owned and controlled by their members. They have been set up to pursue a shared purpose. That purpose might be directly furthering the interest of the membership, or it might be a wider community or social purpose.
So we wanted to look at involving people who use the service more in designing and running the service alongside staff who deliver that service. So we set up a community interest company and we involved the staff and local people in that setup and delivery. We have a board of directors that includes people who use the service and the staff, and that has made a fundamental difference in both the culture of the organisation and how directly the support is delivered.
The biggest challenges we had in creating this mutual was obviously gaining credibility. This has just grown 12 months ago from birth, so we had to do that nationally and locally. There were technical challenges like looking at pensions, HR issues, having a sustainable business plan. So there were sort of strategic, cultural challenges about being a proper working mutual, but also technical challenges as well.
The government takes a broad view of what constitutes a public service mutual. Some organisations have even been set up as joint ventures between staff groups and private sector companies. Why set up a mutual? Mutuals might produce more tailored and effective services through their deeper understanding of the needs of their client group. Employee-led mutuals might increase efficiency, as frontline staff may be more motivated and engaged by holding a stake in the organisation. They will be free of corporate overheads and recharges, such as multiple layers of management and the need to buy into corporate insurance. Mutuals might empower the local community and foster a spirit of civic engagement.
The biggest challenges we faced in creating a mutual, there've been quite a few actually. If I start with from the council's perspective, Lambeth Council, I think nobody within the council had a real idea of what a cooperative council looked like. So actually learning what a cooperative council meant and mutual enterprise meant was quite a big challenge. I suppose the second challenge was around getting staff to understand about a mutual enterprise and what that would mean for us, and convincing people that it was worth taking a chance on us doing that has been quite hard. Yeah. I would say to staff, stay together, understand that change is pretty hard, but it's a chance for you to do something exciting, something new, and have your own ownership on your business and have a say.
Whether you need help with a tender process, drafting commercial agreements, choosing the right corporate vehicle, advice on TPP and pensions issues, or transfers of property and assets, we can help. If you would like to find out more about setting up a public service mutual, visit our dedicated web pages at tpplaw.co.uk/Kickstarter Mutual, or email us at mutuals@tpplaw.co.uk for a free copy of our guide to developing a mutual.